You know where Kamala is today? They don't want to tell you. No. You don't know where she is? You know where she is? She's sleeping. She took a day off. She's got no energy at all. Her speeches last for about 15 minutes. She didn't know where the hell she was going. Does she drink? Is she on drugs? I don't know.
So many of you who've been following the election might see comments like that from Donald Trump at his recent rally and wonder, what the hell is he talking about? Because it doesn't link up in any way with literally anything about the election. And when I say that, I don't mean, I don't like that he is implying that Kamala's tired. And sure, there's some bad news about that, but then also she did that. No, devil's advocate. I cannot come up with a single justification for a claim that she's sleeping all the time, or is tired, or doesn't know where she is, or is drinking, or on drugs. It's connected to nothing except for one thing: Donald Trump's own fears about himself, the state of his body, his mind, and the narrative about him. He knows, by the way, the news cycles that have gone on for about 2 weeks now of him being too tired to do interviews. You've probably seen them. He's ducking interviews, and his team is telling people, like the Breakfast Club, he's too exhausted to do the show. I'm not saying he canceled it, and I think the reason he's too exhausted, that's the reason they gave. And oh boy, has he canceled a lot of events recently. He canceled 60 Minutes, he agreed to be on CNBC, canceled that. He canceled an interview with an NBC affiliate in Philadelphia before canceling that. He was in conversations for weeks with the Shade Room, canceled that. Obviously, the Breakfast Club as well. His campaign had previously said that he'd debate Kamala Harris, and he's canceling that. To be in his defense, I don't think that's as much tiredness as fear, deep fear to his bone marrow. He also, I believe yesterday was supposed to do an event with RFK Jr. and Tulsi Gabbard, and he canceled that. By the way, Tulsi Gabbard has now formally joined the Republican Party. Feel like you could have done that a couple of years ago. But anyway, so there's a lot of projection here, and that's pretty much it. And projection has become an increasing percentage of what his rallies are about. Take a look at this. He goes on about Barack Obama, who's now on the campaign trail.
They're bringing out Obama. I say, they did that with Hillary Clinton. Good, I'm glad they're bringing him out. The reason they're bringing him out, because he doesn't even want to do it. I think he's exhausted. I watched him talking. I think the guy's exhausted. And I never say a guy's looking old, but he's looking a little bit older, isn't he? Nothing wrong with that, nothing wrong. But he's exhausted.
So first of all, I think a fact check, the reason that Barack Obama is campaigning for Harris is because typically the former presidents of the party nominee support them. I know that you don't have that from past presidents on your party, but that's generally how it works. And also again, so Harris, super tired, obviously. Barack Obama, tired, exhausted, looks old. Like I literally do not know, Francesca, what he is talking about. Other than that, he can't do anything but project his own concerns about himself onto other people.
A storm is tearing up the digital media industry. Only our audience can save us in these difficult times. Help us reach our goal of 100,000 new members at tyt.com/team.
Yeah, I mean, he's getting out in front of it, right? Because he sees the videos and clips of him falling asleep. And he knows all the leaks of yes, all these places that he promised he would get interviewed by. And he's like, no, I can't. It's too much. I mean, the only reason Barack Obama looked old is because he was rapping Eminem in the year 2024, which was just a little sad, if you ask me. A little bit thirsty. But no, I mean, it's just just stop talking about it. With everything about Trump, it's stop talking about it. Stop projecting. Every accusation is a confession. It only draws more attention to you and the fact that, you're a 70-year-old sloppy-brained man who really can barely make it through his own rallies.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to fact check you there. He's 78, to be clear. By the way, what's wild? I just looked this up because I forgot. I was wondering. You said 70. He's 78.
Oh, 78.
Barack Obama is 63 years old. He's 3 years older than Harris. He served as president for 8 years, a billion years ago, and he's 63 now. Donald Trump, who are you trying to play, man? Who are you trying? He's not. Barack Obama is not the one who's nearing the twilight of his life. Let's be clear about that, buddy. Barack
Obama's not the one who's like just putting on a soundtrack trying to ride out like life. Like, bro, just put on your soundtrack, put on your mixtape, and just ride out. Ride out.
Just everything about Barack Obama bothers Donald Trump so much. You know, I bet Donald
Trump, he's so obsessed with him.
100%. I bet Donald Trump gets really mad when Barack Obama puts out his like recommended books, because most people don't read. I bet Barack Obama does read all those books, and I bet it bothers Trump so much because he always has to tweet out that he read these books the right wingers wrote that he literally has never read a single word of. He lives rent free in his head.
He's got to pretend that like Dennis Prager, pretend like Dennis Prager's a good author.
I'm just gonna say this. I think that if Donald Trump loses, I think he will run again. He's not even gonna be able to stand and sway to Ave Maria. He's just gonna be laid out on a couch, and like Kristi Noem will be occasionally giving him like apple juice through a sippy straw. And that's gonna be his campaign. And he's gonna sip the apple juice, and most of it will run out of his mouth. And every man in the audience will yell, "Alpha!" So just a preview of 2028 for America.